ফিরে এলাম বিরতির পর। আপনারা দেখছেন চেতনা টিভি ইন্ডিয়ান পলিটি নিয়ে আজকে আমরা পড়াশোনা করছি এবং ম্যাম যেটা বললেন যে প্রায় প্রত্যেকটি কম্পিটিটিভ এক্সাম অ্যাপিয়ার করতে হলেই কিন্তু এই সাবজেক্টটা মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট এবং সকলকে পড়াশোনা করতেই হবে। আমরা রাইস অনলাইন ক্লাসে রয়েছি, কিছুটা ক্লাস হয়ে গেছে, এখনো কিছু অল্প সময় বাকি রয়েছে আপনাদের জন্য। ম্যাম তাহলে সরাসরি আবারও আমরা চলে যাই।
অবশ্যই একদম। আমি আসছি এবার আমাদের লাস্ট পার্টটাতে, পার্টের আন্ডারে, দ্যাট ইজ পার্ট 22।
আচ্ছা,
There are three main topics: short title, commencement, and authoritative text in Hindi and all. To see, articles are 392 to 395. First come to article 392, deals with short title. 392 is saying that the name of our constitution should be Constitution of India is titled under 392 given, right? 393 deals with, sorry, আমি ভুল বললাম, হ্যাঁ 94, 3 and 4 deals with commencement. Commencement হচ্ছে, it is saying that some of the articles, that is article 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, article 60, article 324, article 366, 367, these are came into force on the date of adoption, that is on 26, what, tell me the date, November 1949, and rest of the parts were effected on the date of what, commencement, that is Jan 26, 1950, right? Next is 395 is saying that the two British acts, these acts are the Government of India Act 1935 and the Indian Independence Act 1947 have to be repealed or deleted immediately. So these are under part 22. So let's recap the parts, because these are the chapters, you have to know this, the chapters. Part 1 to part 22 in brief. Part 1 deals with India and its total territory. Part 2 deals with the citizenship. Now part 3, part 4, part 4a. Part 3 deals with fundamental rights. Part 4, directive principles of state policy. Part 4a, fundamental duties. Next, part 5 and part 6 altogether. Part 5, union government. Part 6, state governments. Then part 7, repealed, leave it. Next, part 8 deals with union territories, those are centrally controlled territories. Next, part 9, 9a and 9b altogether deals with local self-governments. Part 9 deals with panchayats. Part 9a deals with the what, municipalities, and part 9b deals with cooperative societies. Okay. Next is part 10, scheduled and the tribal areas under part 10. Next, part 11, 12 altogether deals with center state relations. Part 11 deals with center state administrative and legislative relations, and part 12 deals with center state financial relations. Next, part 13 deals with interstate trade and commerce controlled by center parliament. Next, part 14 and 14a. Part 14 deals with public services, center and the states, and 14a deals with tribunals. Okay. Next, part 15 deals with elections. Part 16, special what, provisions for SCs, STs and OBCs. Part 17, official language of the center and the states. Part 18, emergency provisions. 3 are there: national, state and financial, issued by president. Then part 19 deals with miscellaneous or special provisions for president and the governors of the states. Part 20 deals with amendment of the Indian Constitution. Part 21 deals with special provisions for certain states. Part 22 deals with short title, commencement and text in Hindi, etc. So these are the chapters we have to read later under this in detail. These are the parts of Indian Constitution. Clear? Now students, come to next part of our discussion. These are schedules of Indian Constitution. Some special topics are discussed specially in detail under the schedules. There were originally 8 schedules. 4 have been added by various constitutional amendment acts. Right now we have 12 schedules in Indian Constitution. Let's see what are they. First come to first schedule. First schedule deals with the list of names of states and UTs under India or Indian territory. We know that India has just right now 28 states and 8 UTs because J&K is now UT. So under this schedule the names are mentioned of the states and the UTs, right? Come to second schedule, deals with salaries of certain posts, important posts. Posts are what? Posts are president, governors, then speaker and deputy speaker of Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabhas, then chairman and deputy chairman of RS and Vidhan Parishads, then judges of Supreme Court and High Courts, CAG, etc. So this schedule deals with the salaries of these important post holders, salaries, allowances and what privileges of these posts under second schedule. But this can be changed by, modified by Parliament by law if needed from time to time, right? Next come to third schedule, deals with oath or affirmation taken by some posts. What are the posts? The posts are members of parliament, members of state legislatures, union ministers, state ministers, judges of Supreme Court, High Courts and CAG. Forms are mentioned over here. They have to take the oaths, right? Under third schedule, okay? Fourth schedule deals with seat allocation in Rajya Sabha from states and UTs on the basis of population. We know that in RS, maximum seats are from Uttar Pradesh 31 and from West Bengal 16, from Sikkim 1, like this. When it varies due to strength of the state's population under fourth schedule. Okay. Fifth schedule, administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes. Now let's see again altogether sixth schedule. Same for the tribes of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram. Now let's see. Fifth schedule deals with the special provisions of general states, tribes of the general states, and sixth deals with the tribes of these 4 states. What are they? Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. These are backward states. They are right now just getting extra provisions other than the fifth schedule states. So repeat, fifth schedule provisions of tribes of general states, and sixth schedule the tribes of 4 backward states, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Clear? Seventh schedule, खूब important, very important is this. Power division. 3 lists are there, right? Lists are what? Union list or list 1, state list or list 2, and list 3 or concurrent lists. Under list 1, this is controlled by center, list 2 controlled by state, list 3 controlled by both center and the states altogether, but center has more power than the states in this subjects of the concurrent list. So actually I've said that India is officially a federal country, means dual government is there, center and the states. So there has to be power division in written format under the lists. It is just under this presented under 7 schedule. Union list under center, state list on the state, and the list 3 under both concurrent list. Under 7 schedule deals with power division between the center and the states. 8th schedule deals with languages recognized by Indian Constitution. There were at first 14 languages, right now 22 languages, so 8 have been added by various amendment acts under 8th schedule. But except English is not constitutional language, but it's a official language, just mind it. Okay. 9th schedule is very important, deals with acts and regulations of state legislatures relating to land reforms and abolition of zamindari system. There are various acts under this 9th schedule, and these acts are above judicial scrutiny. It's very important. On these acts, courts have no say. Clear under 9th schedule's acts. Right? Now come to 10th schedule. Deals with defection, disqualification of the members of parliament and state legislature on the ground of defection. It was added by 52nd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1985 in times of Rajiv Gandhi. It is known as anti-defection law. Anti-defection law. What is it? It means any MP or any MLA cannot leave his party within term of 5 years. Otherwise, his or her seat will be seized. He or she will be disqualified under this law or act. Which act? Anti-Defection Act, added by 52nd Amendment Act, year 1985. It was done by Rajiv Gandhi. Clear? 11th schedule, added by 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, deals with powers, authorities and responsibilities of panchayats. It has 29 rural matters. Okay, 11th schedule, right? Last come to 12th schedule, same to powers, authorities and responsibilities of municipalities, added by 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, and it has 18 urban matters. Okay, so these are the schedules. Let's recap the schedules. I said just right now, schedules are under this, some special topics are discussed specially elaborately under schedules. Right now 12 schedules are there. What are they? Let's see. First schedule deals with names of states and UTs under Indian territory. Chart is there. Names are over there mentioned. Second schedule deals with what? Deals with salaries of some posts. What are the posts? President, governors, speaker, chairman, then judges, CAG, etc. Third schedule deals with the form of oath or affirmation taken by some posts such as MPs, MLAs, right, ministers, CAG, etc. Fourth schedule deals with seat allocation on the basis of population in the state of Rajya Sabha only from states and UTs. It varies state to state, right? Now 5th schedule and 6th schedule. 5th schedule deals with special provisions for the tribes of general states, general tribes, and 6th schedule deals with tribes of 4 special states, 4 backward states. These states are Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura and Mizoram. Okay. 7th schedule deals with what? Deals with power division. 3 lists are there: union list, state list and concurrent list. Union list for center, controlled by center or parliament. State list controlled by state or state legislature concerned. Concurrent controlled by both center and the states. Next is 8th schedule deals with languages recognized by the Indian Constitution. Right now there are 22 languages which are recognized by Indian Constitution. Next, 9th schedule, it was added by First Amendment Act 1951, deals with various acts regarding land reforms and abolition of zamindari system, and these acts are above judicial scrutiny. Clear? Then 10th schedule is very important, deals with defections known as anti-defection law, added by 52nd Amendment Act in the year 1985, done by Rajiv Gandhi's government. 11th schedule, panchayats, right? It has 29 subjects, rural subjects, added by 73rd Amendment Act 1992. And lastly, municipalities under 12th schedule, added by 74th Amendment Act, same year 1992. It has 18 urban subjects. That's it. What about schedules? Okay, thank you.
থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম ফর কামিং রাইসা অনলাইন ক্লাস। আজকে খুব সুন্দর একটা ক্লাস এবং এরই পাশাপাশি ইন্ডিয়ান পলিটির এবং যেখানে অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ একটা দিক আমরা বুঝে নেওয়ার চেষ্টা করলাম। ম্যাম আজ তো সময় শেষ, এখানেই ক্লাস শেষ করতে হচ্ছে। নেক্সট দিন আবার আমাদের দেখা হবে, অন্য কোনো টপিক থাকবে ইন্ডিয়ান পলিটির ওপর, ম্যাম থাকবেন আমাদের সঙ্গে। তবে আজ এ পর্যন্তই, সঙ্গে থাকুন, দেখতে থাকুন চেতনা টিভি। নমস্কার।